As communities across central Texas continue to deal with aftermath of catastrophic flooding, state lawmakers are preparing to return to the Capitol for a special session next week. The deadly July 4th flooding has killed at least 134 and left dozens of others missing across the state. A coalition of land and water conservation groups are pushing for science-backed solutions to protect lives in high-risk flood zones. KVUE's Daniel Perot is live at the Texas Capitol for us tonight with more on how conservation groups hope lawmakers address the deadly flooding. Daniel.
There's been a lot of talk about addressing the gaps in the state's flood warning systems. That will certainly be a priority for state lawmakers when they get back here to the state capitol on Monday. But conservation groups also want lawmakers to take a look at land use rules. The idea is to create land rules and policies that will protect both lives and natural resources. As crews painstakingly comb debris for those still missing, conservation groups are calling on state lawmakers to pass stricter floodplain protections and smarter land use.
We'd like to see greater county land use authority for development in floodplains.
Rachel Haynes, the policy manager for the Greater Edwards Aquifer Alliance, says they want to incentivize the creation of no development zones along the river, restoring natural features to slow down water and reduce erosion.
When you build in the floodplain, you're either restricting the ability of the earth to spread and slow the intensity and velocity of the flood.
The floodwaters from the Guadalupe River tore through several summer camps in Kerr County, including Camp Mystic. State Representative Don McLaughlin, a Republican from Uvalde, has filed House Bill 124, which would establish minimum building standards for youth camps. The goal to prevent camp buildings located within 100-year floodplains like these were from flooding.
We can't stop the floods from happening, but we can make sure that people are out of harm's way when they do.
Haynes says the best way to do that is keep people and development out of flood zones.
It might be cheaper right now to build in the floodplain in many instances, but the cost that could come from that down the road will be prohibitive.
These catastrophic events are rare, but they're happening more often.
Storms are becoming more intense. The atmosphere is holding more moisture.
The House and Senate have created select committees on disaster preparedness and flooding. The committees are expected to examine flood warning systems, flood emergency communications, and natural disaster preparation and recovery. Haynes says it's not a question of if, but when the next flood happens. And when it does, the region needs to be better prepared. The special session starts on Monday here at the state capitol. The Select Committee on Flooding and Disaster Preparation will hold its first committee hearing here at the Capitol on Wednesday. Another field hearing is planned for Kerrville later this month. At the Texas Capitol, Daniel Perot, KVUE News.